Today's going to be the other side of the, of the coin of the Copenhagen that everyone's used to seeing. You know, everyone's used to coming out for Copenhagen Open, and it's all sunny, and everyone's partying, and it's great. This is the dark side of the coin right here, winter time. You know, it gets light at 8, done with light at 4 p.m. Yeah, you really only get 8 hours of daytime. So have a fair bit of art, different stuff in the house. This is my girlfriend's Christmas decorations. She likes to go kind of like untraditional. And this art piece right here, this is one of Arto's photos that he shot. And it's this tribe, young person, doing a fucking bungee jump with on the vines or whatever, jumping into some dirt basically. So it's like a manhood kind of like thing that they do. And this is actually from my dad, and it's by a Danish artist called Taler. Pretty hyped on this, and I just got it like reframed and got it done all nice at like a local frame shop. Got all kinds of weird art here. This one's pretty cool. Pretty ass backwards, or whatever you want to call it. This is actually a piece my girlfriend made. So yeah, Henny's a talented collage artist too. And I actually have a piece up that I shot right here. Actually one of my first analog shots, or when I got into shooting analog again. So we were on holiday in Italy and I shot this photo. It almost has that timeless aesthetic to it. It doesn't really scream 2018 or 19 or whenever I shot it. It could be something in the 60s, 70s or whatever. So I think I started sort of like dabbling into photography like maybe 6 years ago or something. It was actually when I went out to the Olympics. So this is 2021, I guess. My Fuji camera had broken, and so I sent it off to have it repaired, but it didn't come back in time. I was like, I can't go to Tokyo to the Olympics and skate and not like have a camera with me to document it. So the day before I left, I just like looked up on like Danish Craigslist or whatever, found like a little point and shoot camera and another Canon, I think it was A1 or something like that. I forget. Found that, and then I bought a bunch of film and brought those two cameras out to Tokyo and shot a bunch of stuff while I was at the Olympics of like all the other guys. Tried to get a portrait of everyone that was there just because it was like the first time skateboarding was in the Olympics. And I just thought it was a little bit of a historic moment, you know? Got back and got everything developed, and then I was like, this just has like a different texture feel, and kind of like fell in love with that. I still shoot a little bit of digital now, but I'll say like 9 out of 10 times when I shoot, I pick up an analog camera. It's only like if it's something that needs kind of a quick turnaround. But mainly, yeah, it's the analog stuff that gets me going, I guess. I shoot less, and I like the process of not knowing what I'm shooting and getting it back, and kind of like having to wait to see the result is I think pretty rewarding in a way. I shot a couple of photos of Corey Juno that was like published. I shot some stuff of him for a flip, a pretty cool shot when we were in Dubai that I really like. I think it turned out to be like a CCS poster or something like that. I mean, I've had a few little projects that I shot. Like I did some stuff for Monster when we first started doing the side mission video. I was lucky enough to contribute a little bit with that and like get some stuff printed out that we used at like some of the premieres. That stuff is really interesting to actually get it out into print. And yeah, a few magazines have printed a few of my things, but getting more specific and like finding projects that you want to work with is something that I need to do more, and that's why I've been hooked on going out to these boat yards and like shooting some of the ships or boats. The photography that I like to do is like really sort of like graphic in a way, compositions and just like really like clean images and two colors on a wall that like, you know, I could just shoot that. Like it doesn't have to look like anything. You know, it could just look like a painting or just colors on a wall. It doesn't really matter to me too much what the subject is. Just something simple like that. Got the moon in there too. But yeah, just like weird shit like that. Memorabilia. This is a print that was shot for like a local newspaper. That's me when I was a kid. I believe that's one of my first pro boards. I had one, I think it's like a Pink Floyd type ripoff or something like that we did. And then someone gave me this Trans World cover. There used to be a print magazine called Trans World. It wasn't just like a tiny little magazine. This was the real deal. This would be 2003, 4. Yeah, it's thick. There's probably like 350 pages. These would come out every month. Let's see what we got down here. So it says medals, contest memories. Starting off late. This is 2024, so this is not. So this is actually not me competing, but that's Paris Olympics when I was down there. This is Tokyo when I was competing. But so everyone goes around trading all these pins when you're at the Olympics, which I didn't know about when I got there. I got this bag full of clothes from like Team Denmark. There was all these pins in there. And luckily I brought them because you go around and trade them, but I didn't know about it and I almost didn't bring them. So, but I was lucky I did because I got to trade all these. There's a ripped up check. I won Copenhagen Open last year. Was it 23 maybe? Checks are no longer a thing in Denmark. I don't know. That's like in the US, you still have a check. The kids probably don't even know what it is. But I just thought it was funny to keep the check, the ripped up check, for possibly the last ever contest that I won. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Could maybe win another one at one point, but I don't know. I got an old driver's license, California driver's license. All right, so Slam City Jam, but this could be my first pro contest win right here. I see it even says which company you ride for. That's pretty cool. Yeah, what is this? Looks like an X Games. That's a gold medal, right? X Games gold medal. Boom, there it is in LA. Munster Mastership. It says it's the 20th, but I don't think there's a year on there. But I would imagine this is probably from 2001, which is a year that I won the World Championship. So this is probably the one that I was wearing when I won the World Championships back then. It's always fun to dig through. I don't know what's in here. Probably nothing. This is where all the secrets are at. Bunch of film I still haven't organized. You know, gotta cut that up and put it somewhere. So it's like three big bags of that stuff. I'm too lazy to get it done. I get the photos back and I'm just so excited to look at them, and I never get around to the boring stuff. And sometimes I scan my own stuff sometimes too. Mostly medium format, which I don't shoot that much, just because the 35 negs are a little bit small for that. It's better to get them done. I also dabble into architecture and skate park design, and I have a small business with my partner. We design skate parks and public spaces, and it's super fun, and it's also like rewarding to get out and like see some of your work come to life and like see people skating it and how they enjoy it and everything like that. That shit's pretty rad. Yeah. I've always had like taken a liking to like quality products. It doesn't really matter what it is. It can be like a bottle opener or a Japanese chef's knife or anything. But like the camera, when you pick it up and you have it in your hand and you can feel that it's a nice, well-produced piece of equipment, I think that like turns me on. I don't know. Yeah. We got a little camera cabinet here, so this is the go-to at the moment. And you guys out there behind the computer screens on the phone or whatever, you can't see or feel the weight of this, but it's just, yeah, the sounds. It's just a well-engineered piece of machinery. Made by the Germans, of course. Gotta love the Germans. The medium format, some point and shoot stuff, a light meter. Yeah, this thing's another. This is a Swedish camera, which I actually took out to the shipyard for the first time. Last time I was out there, I was pretty hyped on the results. Since today is just a shitty day. Normally I wouldn't go out there today just because the light is not interesting or very good. But since you guys are here, we'll go out there and just fuck about for a little bit. And it's on the way to Sweden, so gotta keep it fresh over here with some film. And I think I ran out of the 50 that I usually shoot, so yeah, I'll just bring a single roll. Go with color, 250, ISO, daylight film. I'll just bring this little guy so we don't have to bring the whole camera bag. Perfect fit. Got the back stairs here, so usually all my stuff here. Got the shoes in there. Got some knee pads. I'm a dirty motherfucker, so I don't wash them every time I've used them, as I should. So sometimes I just go out here. I just air them out here. All right. I'm just gonna grab a sweatshirt real quick. Okay. Alles klar? now I'm gonna take you guys out to the, I guess it's a harbor, but it's out by Refn by the Triangle Spot and La Panquina and all that stuff out there. It's basically a boatyard where they bring the ships on land and fix them. We'll go now just to I can show you guys what it's all about, kind of. The boatyard. First things first, I want to say 250. It's always easier when you have a proper string around your neck. We have contact. See, that's another thing about a nice camera. See how easy that loaded? One-handed, pretty much. Just like put the film in. This is basically a spot that I go to sometimes in the morning when the weather is nicer, when there's like nice morning light coming in. Some of these boats are really interesting. Some really like graphic sort of patterns and things. Say this one, for example. I'd like to like photograph shit like this, just like the pinstriping and just like how they're like refurbishing the bottom, like working on them and painting, and some of them have like layers of paint, and to me it's just kind of interesting. You can like snap this real quick. It might kind of be like a little sideways type deal. Yeah, see this like basically like zero light today, so I'd like come in real close and just do something like that. Was the first of the roll, so I'll just do another one of that. There's one back here that I actually really like. Sometimes like I try to maybe shoot the same one, but in different lighting. So you get like different results. But when the light comes in behind that, hits these parts of the boat just like perfectly. And like this whole underside of it is just like lit up. It's pretty cool. I'll like get down and like maybe like shoot straight up, something like that. That was like really slow, 1/15 of a second. So could be kind of blurry, could be kind of shaky, but that also like can be pretty interesting. We'll see if we different results. Now I gotta be like real steady because the shutter is real slow. That sound though, huh? Ooh, it's just real artsy and weird shit that I like doing. I feel like when I'm on a trip or something, I like to shoot skateboarding, just the people that I'm with or whatever, if there's something that I find interesting, but maybe take a step back so you actually like see the whole scene instead of just like skateboard trick like fisheye or whatever. I just feel like there's so many people that are so good at it, and I've seen it so much throughout my skateboarding career. I tend to like look for some sort of like perfection or something. So I feel like maybe it's just not my thing. I feel like this kind of stuff is more fun. And it's just something that you can do when you're on your own. Yeah, you don't really need to engage with other people, and just kind of like, this is my thing. It's like a little relaxing type thing. Just like how some people find it maybe meditating to do the dishes or create some music, play music, whatever they're into. It's just like a place to kind of like disconnect your mind a little bit. Just let it flow and see what happens, you know. Today is not the most interesting day just because like the light's so shitty. We'll see, we can still do something. I think it's more like maybe just like a pro skateboarder type thing. I think like when you've been in front of the lens so much that you maybe tend to want to get behind it and create something as well, and you also kind of like really see how other people work, so that kind of inspires you to create something yourself. Kind of how I look at skateboard photography, or when I shoot with a skateboard photographer, is we're creating something together. I think when you have that mindset, you're already part of the photographer's process, or the process of creating an image. In that sense, I already gained an interest into photography and becoming a photographer, I guess, essentially in the end. Should we go to Malmö and watch this video and see if these kids like it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, off we go to Sweden. Actually, right now, we're in Denmark, and right now we're on the bridge, and we're going to Sweden right now. We just passed the sign right there. Technically, right now, we're in Sweden, which is a completely different country to Denmark, so we're gonna go skate. And here comes the big pillars on the bridge. So I guess this is probably like the most central or the peak of the bridge. And I feel like at one point this was one of the, or if not the longest bridge in the world when they built it, maybe 15 kilometers or something around there. Sweden, Malmö, Bryggeriet. We did go to a different country, but Copenhagen and Malmö are so close. Geographically, we're pretty much in the same place. We just went across the long bridge. Swedish Skateboard Federation car. They do it right over here. And here we go. They have all these photos here. All the students shot all these photos for like their school project or whatever, art projects for school. Oh, there he is. Hey, John.
Following me. Welcome.
Yo, tack, yo, tack.
Actually, when Johannes said that, sometimes that...
Hey. Du är så kæmpestor, gammal kæmpe.
You back. What's up? Welcome back from break, and we're gonna finish this week off with a substitute teacher, Rune Glifberg. Welcome. The reason you're here is because you're in the middle of your career and also looking back at the beginning of your career.
Yeah, I started in '86, so what's that? Yeah, 30 years, yeah. Of which I've been pro since '92, so that's like 32 years, I guess.
Did you ever consider quitting pro life and become something else?
No, not really. Like, I've always enjoyed it. For me, the most important part about continuing the journey or being pro has always been the travel and the community. Skateboarding, I go through waves, being super enthusiastic about it and wanting to do stuff, and then also periods where I'm less enthusiastic, less fire. I mean, I just turned 50 like 2 months ago. As I've gotten older, it's harder to find that motivation too, but a lot of the motivation and a lot of what keeps me going is community and going on trips with these guys, going to places with Bernie and shoot photos and doing all the cool stuff that we get to do as pro skaters.
We're about to watch your video part. What's the part?
Retrospective part of basically my whole career, I guess. A couple of tricks, some jump ramp stuff or whatever, all the way back from '86. And there's footage basically all the way up till like a couple months ago. When I put the part together, it was a part that we put together for my 50th birthday. I premiered it at my birthday party and stuff, and it's coming out here pretty soon through Pocket. But you guys can, get to watch it now.
All right, here we go.
People don't do it, and sometimes you have situations you don't
I think bara sådan. Up there are some big names.
Oski, but I think he misspelled Tony.
Det er jo lugn for fanden. Hvad sker der? Kan du se dig? Ja. Hvad sker der? Kom sket ned. Ja. Er du over sket ned bål, eller hvad?
Ja, jeg tænkte mig, at Niklas ville tage mig så.
Ja, okay. Gets too embarrassing trying to film on the street. People might think I'm serious trying to get my clips in. This is all the bullshit that comes with skate and vert. Got to change into shorts. Usually have some different shoes. There's a lot of people here. I think they're having the Swedish Bowl Championships or something. All the kids over there doing it right now. Pretty family-friendly afternoon at Bryggeriet. Hvad så, Rumle? Hvordan går det? Ja. Minicrew. Skal lige flashe minicrew her til kameraet. Yeah. One of the homies from back home. Minicrew ripper. I like it a little bit tighter when you skate in vert ramp. One full turn seems to be the magic. 50-50, I think. All right. That's usually my go-to warm-up. Frontside grinds and a couple of frontside ollies. I think I got into a habit at one point, like 20 years ago or something. I always wanted to skate like without using my hands until I fell for the first time. So I'd always like skate for as long as I could without using my hands. After knee sliding, it's okay to grab. Weird skate rules that you set for yourself, you know? I'll probably fall second run today because I said that. Nice and easy in the beginning. Yes, sir? Hvordan går det? Går det stille? Yeah, det går godt. We do have a little crew. A few little Danish homies that we've been trying to kind of take out under our wing, and hopefully they'll be the next generation of like trainee skaters. Just like how we took Hugo and Ville and those kids under our wing when they were younger, you know. Hugo, I probably saw him and Ville when they were about his age, you know. I've been skating with Hugo and Ville since they were like 12 or 13 or something, small rippers in Copenhagen. It's rad seeing that stuff, like young kids, little rippers, and then like turning pro, and now Hugo is like living in the States, pro, got a kid and a wife, just living the dream, you know. It's super amazing to witness that within a span of like 10 years or something, you know. Oh. It's got these new wheels, they're kind of sticky. Oh! Yeah, I fucked it. I grabbed on accident. There's definitely a lot of stairs, skating vert, but gives you a little minute to reset and reflect, get psyched again, you know? Ah! Yeah, that would have been too easy making that first try. Oh, fucking hell. Where? Can't make it for Bernie. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, it looks super cool. And we made it, so. Ah, fuck. Dinner on Thomas. Woo! See, sometimes it's shit like that. You need to put that shit in there. All right, that's it. That's forward for today. Yeah, vi ses. Yeah, good.
Gott att se dig.
OG, a Swedish pro right here. Turned pro in '87. Yeah, I guess I'd been skating for 1 year then. All right, cool. Yeah, have a good day. All right, let's get home.